Hey, welcome back, Astrodome. We just went over Butter's raid. We're gonna jump right into Champ's raid. Let's see what actually happens. So, looks like a time fail off the start. We've got poison, perfect. Lightning spells, questionable, and a rage. We don't know what's in the clan castle. Got a couple of baby dragons, a couple of regular dragons, and a couple of wizards. So, no heroes. That's kind of questionable as well. I think Champ mistimed his stuff after the whole season thing. So, let's go ahead and see what we are looking at here. Okay, so starts the raid off with a lightning spell up here. Well, two of them. Gets rid of this air defense, and what else? Gets rid of this air defense. Okay. So, I went over this in Logan's raid, and I don't think you really had too many ways of accomplishing this, so I won't go into details too much for you. But whenever you're using a lightning spell, make sure that you're always getting the most value out of it. Alright, for the most part, this looks like a pretty good idea. Cut off this air defense section, raid from this side, and once these air defenses are down, you almost have a free raid, except for the fact that these Inferno towers are on single target, and you're raiding with single target. That's honestly that's probably the biggest point that you can make in this, is that you shouldn't be raiding with single target troops into single target Infernos. So we'll go ahead and see what happens here. Also, I think this guy actually has the same base. I feel like we went over this base already. Like, I think this is a layout that Taco might have done, actually. Maybe, I don't remember. But I swear I was talking and looking to something about this base in specific. We're missing the raid. So, looks like baby dragons on the archer towers. So, you're aiming for a 1-star raid, is essentially what I see here. Okay? And here's what I mean. You cleared out the only two major defenses that are going to stop your dragons. Okay? Then you use the baby dragons to really get those last two archer towers that are going to stop your raid out of the way. Okay? It looks like you're setting up to essentially get this half of the base destroyed. Just this top half of the base. Not the town hall, but just that top half of the base. And that's it. Now, I say that because when you have a rage spell like this, and you have a poison, I don't know what's in the clan castle still, you'd want to destroy the air defenses up here and then raid down here so that you can destroy them and they don't disrupt the raid later. Alright, you can get into this compartment and everything, but then you've still got these two to worry about, and now your dragons are already really weak from tanking all of this. So it looks like you're already planning for a 1-star raid, which is a big no-no. Alright, you gotta plan ahead. Plan for the 2 stars at the very least, and that's a pretty good way to get the 2 stars, is to just raid opposite, you know, drop the stuff up here, raid down here, got the base from the inside. These don't overlap at all, so you can squeeze right through. Looks like I don't know what the point of these wizards down here was if you're not going to raid from up here or over here. All your dragons are looking like they're coming up from the top. Maybe you're only using these 3. Maybe. That I would be hopeful. Looks like you had a dragon in the clan castle. It's not a max dragon, I don't think. That looks like a level 6 dragon. That's really weird. You should have made sure that that one was maxed. But it looks like you funneled them and started to go inside. Big thing, you just messed up the funnel. That would have been a possible 2-star, guarantee, had you placed the clan castle and the rest of your dragons in the same spot right away. Waiting for them to come in first, really just, once that got destroyed, the nearest thing for everything out of this range is going to be over in this area and over in this area. You tried to funnel. You did actually fairly good with the funnel, but your timing was off on dropping these ones up here, right? So now they're coming in, looks like they're going to focus on this, and then they get destroyed, so now they're going outside. Same exact thing just happened here. If you got them in there sooner, they would have gotten in and actually been right in here to do stuff. Now, another thing that you really kind of messed up with here was that you raided against this air sweeper. You didn't really notice it because not all the troops made it to this area, but that just goes into exactly what I said, where you cleared up here, now's the time to raid from down here because you've already got it set up, right? You can get in here and nothing is going to block you. If you're scared of these two, then you shouldn't be raiding with dragons. Alright? Plain and simple. You can't let these be like the showstopper for you. Alright? It works out perfectly up here to where you destroy the air sweeper, and now because these are here, you're just not going to raid from this side. Nah, you gotta know that these are your new targets. Again, like what I said earlier, you know, you already destroyed 2 of the things that are going to hurt you. You need to go destroy the other 2. Alright, drop the rage, drop the poison. You don't need those together, especially when you're using dragons against an E-dragon, right? Just the poison alone will make that a very, very uneven fight. Especially when there's 4 of you. Well, there was 4. This guy kind of annihilated one. Especially when there's 4 of them, though, you really don't need that. That rage kind of got wasted. It would have been better over here to clear this out faster. Would have been better over here to deal with the queen better. Overall, just, you really didn't need it. And then, looking at here, it's just basic cleanup. It's only a 1-star raid because the funnel didn't work properly. Again, it would have been a 2-star raid because you would have been bullied. And then everything that's stopping you from progressing after you've already taken so much damage is now going to get battered, right? And that's what I was saying. If you have the spells to do it over here, you need to raid opposite, because that alone, like, let's just think about this, okay? You drop them up here, right? You don't have to worry about any of this, okay? Everything up here doesn't exist anymore, okay? That's how easy it is now. Once you destroy all of this, everything from here is going to be so easy that you won't have to worry about it, okay? It's just plain and simple. The only things that are even single target up here is the archer tower and the expo. These 2 archer towers and this expo. Alright? If you don't think that your dragons can take on an expo and 2 archer towers, you probably shouldn't be raiding with dragons either. Okay? You know, plain and simple. Once you destroy the 2, especially because you brought enough to kill 2. Normally, people only bring enough to destroy 1. And if you would have just destroyed this 1, I would have been 100% on board with raiding from top. and I would have recommended raiding this side of it. But you had destroyed both of them, which means the new target is the bottom. Alright? That's something that I just mentioned in my last video for butter too. Once you destroy something, you have new targets. Right? You need to go into these and know your targets. Know exactly what needs to die. You have dragons. You don't need to pull a clan castle, so you don't need to worry about that. Good. You brought lightning spells. Blew up this. Good. But then you just kept raiding top. And also tried to clear some weird stuff down here. I'm really not sure what that was for. Maybe even would have helped funnel had you dropped those two over here and blown up some of this. Who knows? Alright, so it looks like your focus is kind of in the wrong spots. Maybe you're used to other raids where you are used to doing this with loons. Highly unlikely, but maybe you thought you needed to destroy the wizard towers. I don't know. But I'm telling you now, once you destroy your big targets, right? The reason you bring lightning is because you're scared of those. Not really scared, but you know that it's really easy to kill them, and it helps out a lot. So once you've got those two down, you still need to kill the other two. Because if you don't, those are going to stop you just as much. Alright, now, a lot of this raid got stopped by the Infernos. Not much you can do there when you're raiding with single target, like I said at the beginning. Really wouldn't have recommended single target in the first place. I'd have recommended probably, at best, a lightning dragon loon hybrid raid, where you brought 2 lightnings, say 5 dragons, and the rest loons. And realistically, all that you would have done with that is drop your lightning spells up here, get rid of the sweeper, and then raid opposite of this, because that sweeper is now your target. You'd have raided down into here. You would have wanted to pull the clan castle, so probably drop 3 loons, kill this, and then yeah, probably if you drop them right in the center, they might go in, they might not, but either way, you would want to figure out a way to pull this, and then it's home sweet home from there. Once you kill it, just use your dragons to funnel this whole side away, and then just spread all the loons that you have. And that probably would have been significantly better. But anyway, I think that is about it for this raid. It's really actually quite simple. You plain and simple raided the wrong side for what you needed to target. And then just an analysis of what you actually did in the raid. You know, you gotta place your troops down more quickly if you want them to follow the funnel properly. Because I don't know exactly where it is. We'll try to speed it up just until you drop the clan castle, because that was about the point where the funnel was complete. All you needed to do was drop your troops at a more rapid rate. So here you've got a couple of wizards over here, a couple of wizards over here. They do their job perfectly. This side of the funnel is a little iffy, but you still should have had all 6 of these dragons right here behind this, because once they kill this, they go in here. Once they go in here, they either come over here or over here. Right? There was no other direction for them to go. But because you delayed so long, they all went out and all went out. Okay? Also, this rage spell again, you only used it on the E-Drag. It's already an unfair fight because of the poison. You probably should have saved it till you got down into here, or again over on the queen. Either way, he also ran out of time. And a big thing that helps with that time is placing those troops down faster. There's also a little bit of time where you're just kind of looking around the base on where you want to raid, which really indicates that you didn't take your time to look at it prior to. I say it in almost every video, but I'll say it again here. We only have one raid. It's Clan War Leagues. You need to take your time, scout it out, have a plan. Alright, if the plan goes sideways, you need to have an alternate plan. You need to make like 9 plans and just go through with it. Alright? None of this, I can push some troops down here, I can push a troop here, push a troop here. Should I place them yet? Should I? And then you miss the raid. Right? You gotta come in with a plan, and you gotta stick to the plan. And you have got to know what your targets are. Okay? I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at that. That's pretty much it. Okay? Targets and plans. And a little bit of your placement, timing stuff. But that's simple to work out. So, anyway, thank you for stopping by. Everybody else, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.